AI Legacy App Talk Live. We're talking about from idea to impact, building AI apps, sharing it, and shipping it. So, before I actually go right into just the whole idea of AI Legacy App Talk Live, I have to kind of make you understand that we're talking about building an app with AI, telling the story, and distributing the idea. Now, where does this come from? I have to be honest and say that, upon creating an app with AI, what we found what the issue with it is distribution. Now, when I say distribution, what I mean is getting it in front of people so that they will pay for your actual production. It's no point in actually having this amazing app and but you're not having people raise your hands. Well, how do you do that? But before I jump into that, I have to go back and I have to be honest and transparent and be able to provide, just where this how this started, the journey of this whole process. Because AI Legacy App Talk Live is going to reach the world in due time. Because when you start doing something and you have purpose in what you're doing, things happen like they're supposed to. Get started at cccelevateyou.com/live. And we're going to go through just the explanation of the background. But before I just go into just talking about apps and talking about where we are and how we got there, I need to talk about the backstory. So on September the 25th, because this gives so much clarity to our situation. September 25th, 2025, I approached Unica Gaines, the tax extraordinaire, and I was like, and I came to her with, professionally, right, with a contract. So I approached her with a contract, a 3-month contract, September 25th, 2025, to end on Christmas, a couple of days here, and for 3 months for building the tax extraordinaire into a digital brand movement and affiliate powered ecosystem, and not just a tax service. So the purpose of the partnership was to build out the tax extraordinaire as the go-to tax business and resource center, scale brand visibility, automate systems, and position it for long-term monetization through OfferLab, AI, community engagement, and affiliate marketing. So what's in it for Enika? I've talked about the actual school community launch. And with the school community launch, what that was is having this one location where she can fully manage and have AI structure, marketing, and resources, and taxes, credit, business, real estate, empowering people with all these different strategies all in one location. And again, to have content built out, to have 5 to 10 pieces of content go out a day, have a newsletter and landing page, as well as OfferLab setup for being able to access. OfferLab is, by Russell Brunson, and we're part of that. It's an affiliate community, and setting up this opportunity for just growth of her brand, community engagement, 90-day engagement plan to grow member activity, referrals, and testimonials inside the school group. Brand first marketing focus, right? So all efforts to brand first, attach extraordinaire, and dilute the name and brand. Affiliate army recruitment. So inside of OfferLab, it's an opportunity. What OfferLab is, it's OfferLab is an affiliate place where if you have a product, you can actually promote it within this OfferLab Russell Brunson created community. And so, what you do is you post your actual offer, affiliates come in, there's a school community created where you can kind of go and talk in regards to just talking about your idea, but it's all up in on one hub. So that was part of her actual process as well, right? Creating out the school community, clientele growth. So without more work. So using AI and automation to reach more people and to have a funnel strategy, build out the YouTube channel and the virtual event launch plan, and being able to, have AI teach people about taxes, Tax Dome as well, being a part of that's the automation system that we use in regards to having the support and streamlining the process, high converting opt-in pages. So in other words, my deliverables were to have a school community built, weekly branded reels, a newsletter, YouTube built out, affiliate marketing assets, AI clone setup, and AI system automation plan. And when we were taking a look at this and then seeing where we were in regards to this whole process, because again, the contract ends in 2 days, I built out the school community, right? It was I thought it was amazing. Of course, anything that you do, you think is amazing. But once it was built, what we realized is it's not accomplishing the goal of what we want it to accomplish. Now, school is amazing. Like I said, OfferLab runs it very well. There's over 9,500 members that's within school that works with OfferLab. Now, with the Tax Extraordinaire brand, It didn't work out so well because, again, what I want to show, because we no longer have the school community because of this reason. And I had to go through this whole story so people can see that you have to go through things to realize what you want for your brand. So anyway, with Offer Lab, they had with school, you can actually set up a classroom. So I set up the classroom for the Tax Extraordinaire brand, had all these different resources for people to actually access taxes, credit, business, nonprofits. But Unica was like, how are they going to get there? Like, who's going to go into this community? Why are people going to even just come and post? What's going to be the whole purpose of, just having that for my tax brand? And once we had it and I built it out, it took me hours and hours and hours, built this whole community out for school for the tax extraordinaire. And I understood what she was saying, because, again, a lot of communities out here, there's thousands of communities. Why is somebody going to come to see your community? So again, we looked at that situation, and so we took a step back, said, okay, that makes sense. So instead of the school community, of course, I made sure her social media was tight. Her Facebook, her YouTube, her TikTok, Instagram. So building out the Tax Extraordinaire brand did their part. Check. I made sure that, building with the AI cloned her in regards to having an AI clone, had a video go viral in November talking about the $2,000 stimulus check and Trump actually going through 5 things you need to know. So it was working, right? So branding, getting over 25,000 or 26,000 views now, over 300 comments on her page. So showing that HeyGen is where we created this. So creating this video, creating her brand, getting her out there, creating her YouTube page, going from zero to actually taking her page to have more than zero. That should be enough, right? But showing the content, because her content was on zero, and I'm showing this just for transparency. In regards to insights, over 91,000 views. We dropped a little bit over the last few days. The top view that we had over 8,000 views on her Facebook page. But my point is, this started at zero. So this is amazing for where we are now. So over 3 months, right? This is the process that we did. But here's the thing. We kept going or what have you. But then in October, we ran into Alicia Little. Alicia Little is amazing because she is the AI queen. She is, she has an AI business summit, and she had it in October, and we were or was it November? October or November. And that's when, okay, we talked about the school community. I had it all built out, but it was Unica was not feeling the school community. So then, okay, so this AI business summit was free of charge. And I'm gonna drop the link to you for you here as well, because there's another one on January 14th through the 16th of, this is where I got it from. So when we actually went to this AI business marketing summit, amazing. Alicia Little was the queen of AI. She has so much information. She gives so much value. She, introduced me to where we went next, which was Lovable. Now, Lovable, I went to Unica and was like, okay, now I get the school community, didn't work for what you were looking for. We have a 3-month contract. Again, it's up in 2 days. It's crazy. 3-month contract. And we want to grow your brand. So we got more views, but engagement was the issue. Right? Having the post consistently, we're doing that. Check. But Alicia Little was like, Lovable is something that you can create your own brand, your own tool, and be able to grow and build with AI. Right. So I'm like, oh my God. I went to Unica, like, okay, school didn't work. So what about Lovable? What if we look at making this AI tool, this app, where we can actually have everything that you're looking for, right, all in one app, right? So Lovable, well, that's where Lovable came from. Okay, so we literally went to build this tool, the same thing and concept into Lovable. Now, Lovable, if you don't know what Lovable is, it's a no coding. It doesn't take coding in regards to building your idea. You can talk your idea out and be able to have this whole, have no prompts, have no coding background, but it turns your idea into a full web application in minutes with no code AI builder. Now, I didn't just go to Lovable. I didn't just start building, right? What I did was I went to my boy, Chat GPT from the D. So I went to ChatGPT and I said, okay, we have this school community. We're trying to make it interactive. Help me in regards to building an app that we can actually help people to do. Right now, I didn't know anything about Justin Burns yet, and we're going to jump into who he is in a minute. I didn't know anything about this gentleman. So all I had was what Alicia Little told us at the AI Business Marketing Summit. Took it to Unica. Unica went to the summit. We were like, this is amazing. We can build this community. We can provide all these resources. We can get everything done. So I went to work, engineering background. Anything that I could see success. This is day 584 of the billionaire journey of Adrian Mays. We're trying to get to the billions. And the reasoning is not for the money, it's for the experiences. It's what you can allow people to do and help people to do. But getting in the right rooms is so key in regards to doing that. So I'm going through this whole story to say that the last 3 months have been crazy in regards to just getting the growth and the opportunities and understanding this thing called Lovable. So here we are with the story now. Here we are with the AI Legacy App Talk and how this came to fruition. So here we go, right? So we went to Lovable, created this amazing app, launched it November the 20th, 2025. Never forget this day. My sobriety day. So between November 20th and 21st, we launched this AI app. I'm like, Enika, everybody has to know me, just excited. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yes, we got it. We got the baby that's going to take us to the next level because in this digital marketing journey, which I've been in for 3 years, in this digital marketing journey, I know that once you have a tool that you can sell, so me just promoting people to do consulting, that's time, right? But if I have a tool that people can use, I'm like, okay, now we're going to millions to billions. We're coming, right? So like, I didn't go over to my mom's house for Thanksgiving dinner. I was so excited, which I still am, in regards to finally us getting this whole concept together. Like this is a massive process. Okay. It took about a week of just me and ChatGPT and Claude AI, a little bit of Perplexity AI, and putting together this with Lovable, right? So within this, we have all of these different pillars. I'm not going to go through everything. I know I've done that on another video, but the key thing is not to really pay attention to this right now. The key thing is we built an app. So the part is check. We did it. We did it. We did the pre-launch. We had the pre-launch price, and then we went to actually our regular price where we are now. So we're still within the pre-launch, but we're at the price where we want to go, where we're building now. So I'm like, okay. Now I have a background. Let me bring it to the forward real quick. I have a background in electromechanical engineering from Murray State University, and I also have a master's in business and management and marketing. What I say, when I mean, and what up though, Lily? Thank you so much for actually tuning in. So what I mean when I say that is not to make me more qualified than anybody else in building a no code app, because I hated coding when I worked at General Motors, and coding and CAD and design and testing and was not my strength. But when Lovable made it so easy, and I can also share with you too, I didn't just jump into Lovable. I also looked and did the research to see. I checked out Base 44. I did, I tested in there, and I was like, hey, Nika, we can get this done in minutes. So between Lovable and Base 44, I went with Lovable because it was a little bit more user friendly. I looked at the reviews. I looked at YouTube. I looked at some people doing testing. So that's what made me choose Lovable. Now I know about Replit, and even Canva does coding or what have you. Crazy. But my point is, I did a little, I did do research. So I didn't just jump in. Right. So, and then I asked ChatGPT, I was like, is this a good idea? Is the community a good idea? ChatGPT gives, it will hype you up when you train it. Now, everybody has to know that training the AI is the reason that you have your cost of creating an app for someone. That's the reason why it costs. It's not because it's the simple process. Lovable looks real simple and easy. It looks fun. If you even watch Alicia, right? She'll show you you can build something in seconds, which you really can. And you just type in the prompt, whatever you want, ask Lovable to do, and it'll do it. It's just so simple. And that's, but the key thing is with an app such as what I created or what we created, you got to do a lot. You got to train it. It's parts to this thing, right? So anyway, so I'm sharing all this to say I went out there, I tried to market the app. Doing the social media. I'm like, how do I do the social media? That scenarios, but people have to understand, but people only stay for the seconds, for 3 seconds long. I'm talking to influencers on Instagram. I'm reaching out to community, nonprofits, banks, because that's my personality. I don't have fear, right? So because when there's something that I'm passionate in, which is financial education, I'm like, we have an AI literacy tool. If you check out my page on Facebook or Unika's page, you can see the AI literacy calculator is on there. I'm showcasing it everywhere, right? I'm like, but I'm not getting any traction. I'm like, Urgh. So we even hired help to help out with content creation so that we can actually help and try to get more time towards marketing. We were even talking about ads and trying to get the promotion of this amazing tool out there. Now, I didn't know what I didn't know. And what I mean when I say that is I didn't know that 90% of people that create apps, they're not successful. I even did the research on app creation, but I knew just from the history and journey I've been on with this digital marketing over the last 3 years consistently that I know when you have a tool, that's how you get to the millions and then billions. So I say all that to say, about last week, which was December the 19th and the 20th. A gentleman popped onto Enika's it was, and I'm doing her profile page at this time, right? Not my page. Popped on her profile page and was talking about built with apps with AI, right? So I'm like, okay, this is exactly what I need. Built from in regards to building the brand, and it's called Apps Built with AI. That's what it was called. His summit. So he had a summit from the 19th and the 20th, and I know that marketing was the issue with our whole brand, and so I attended the summit. Right, I'm listening. I'm like, okay, what is it? And the one key thing that kept standing out to me during the summit was that he kept saying that the problem with when you create an app is the marketing and the distribution. Now, I've been doing this live virtual conversation every Tuesday since May the 6th, 2025. And so what I've done is bring on people to share their authentic story, talk about the process, talk about the growth process as well with AI, right? So having this platform, I was like, okay, how can I distribution? And this literally happened a couple of days ago. Because again, my last person that I had in regards to people coming live on December the 9th, because last week I actually did my own as well. But December 9th, I had a millionaire on, Ricardo Vega. He came on, Ricardo Rodriguez, excuse me. He came on, told a story, and I've been consistently every Tuesday. But see, last week, I was going to talk about AI money every week, like what the people and the pain points of money or what have you. But what I decided to do, because again, that's what our app is centered around, is the education that they don't teach us in school. Financial education, like with real estate, life insurance, estate planning, taxes, credit, right? Wealth, AI, automation, mindset, health, like all these different things. That's what's in our app. So this is me just showing you that I've been doing these conversations every Tuesday. But so like I said, all of these different tools we put into the app, and we like, yes, ran into Justin Burns, and I sent out. I did do some pre-tests, right? Because you know how they teach you or what have you. You have to drop your app first, see the feedback. So right around Thanksgiving, I reached out to family and friends and people that I knew in my network, let them access the app for free, give me honest feedback. You know what everybody kept telling me? Adrian, amazing app. Adrian, Inika, this is great concept, wonderful idea. But nothing tangible where we were like, okay, so to slow down on just kind of getting this out here, heck, we wanted to go $5,000 for the actual app, but we said, we're doing the pre-launch. We'll still, keep it fun, keep it gangster. So the app being around at $9.97 annually. And so when we got to that point, and I'm so glad I'm telling the story. And thank you, Shirai, for tuning in as well, because that's amazing. From India, come on, global. And that's how this app, that's what we want to actually create. So I wanted to say all of that to say, now we're at the point where I met Justin. Now, Justin Burns is the guy that has the community apps built with AI, and he has this accelerator. And I was like, ah, I need help. Like when you need help, I went to my coaches, asked if they reviewed the app. They didn't have time. I went to other people, which I get. Now, this is the holidays, and I'm not knocking anyone. Please know that I'm not knocking anyone, because my passion is, please don't excuse it for pushiness, because that's what a lot of people do. But my passion is real. When I start doing something, I like to get it to fruition, and I like to get it to the next level. That's the reason. That's the pros and cons of who I am. And so when I'm helping people, and I know that that's my, I have something that's complete, and I need to get it to the next level. Justin Burns came in, right? So with Justin Burns, what I can show in regards to something when he was marketing or what have you, what I did before even turning into going to the summit, he provided this document here that allows you to walk through the steps called the idea matrix, that the steps you need to go through before you even launch an app to be able to be successful. Now, when I even looked at this, I tested this information. Let me show you this here. I tested this information. I went through it. That's what I did last Tuesday. I went through this information. And I was like, you know what? The idea matrix framework. Okay, I'm checking the box there, because you got to make sure that your concept checks out before you actually just start building, right? So with this whole idea matrix framework, what it was, and this is what he provided live, like for people to actually go to the program. So when you're building an app, and this is something that if you're watching and you're building an app, this is something that you might want to write down or document or what have you. But when you're building an app, you want to actually pick a path, create the concept, and be able to make that concept come to clarity. So the first thing that you're going to learn here I'm done running my mouth about the story to get here. Now here we are. So Appsville with AI, he provided this free for people to actually attend the training. So what he wants, what? Oops, wrong button. So what you got to do? Dang, see how that goes. See how you when you okay, there it is. So when you're live and you touch stuff, things happen. Okay. So what you have to do is go through, and the first thing is to have a concept. Okay, I guess I can't touch it. Trying to scroll for you. When you have a concept, scroll on the side. Here we go. Okay. So then you have an idea. So when you have an idea, you describe your app idea in 1 or 2 sentences. So this is where you articulate the core concept of your application. Be clear and concise about what you're building and who it's for. What problem does it solve? Identify the specific pain point or challenge your app addresses. Understanding the problem is the foundation of building something people actually need. So when I went through this part with the AI legacy blueprint master calculator, check. I was like, yes, okay, I'm winning there, right? So then, okay, the next part is decision tree. And you can watch, I went through this live last week. I did a whole live in regards to doing each part. People probably didn't know I was doing this, but I was literally testing to see if I, even was it a good idea? Did I come to an with the wrong idea? So anyway, the decision tree. So you do these 3 things. Number 1, does a solution already exist? Is there a product or service that already solves this problem? Number 2, does your idea improve or an existing solution? And number 3, is your idea or novel combination of existing concepts? Now, there is no AI legacy blueprint master calculator out there. Now you can go to TurboTax. There's some tax tools. You can go to financial and get financial education. There's different things all over the place. But what the difference is with the AI legacy blueprint master calculator is everything is in one location. Everything is in one hub. And these are the things that people need in regards to creating wealth. So being within, that's your growth plan and knowing about finances and finances not being taught in school, it was an idea like of all ideas, right? So path 1, proven ideas, bridge the gap method. So you can choose the path. This is stuff you need to write down. If you are building an app, this is information that you need to actually know about your product, right? So what product service solves this problem today? Where do people currently go to solve this? Who are the main competitors? Step 2, identify the gap. What do the customers complain about most? What features are missing? Is the pricing frustrating? Is the user experience outdated or confusing? Does it ignore a specific niche? Could AI make this significantly better? Then step 3, bridging the gap. How will your app be different? Choose one or more, right? So you can have a better user experience, simpler, faster, more intuitive. Missing features, add what users are asking for. Niche focus, serve a specific customer segment better. Better pricing, cheaper, lifetime deal, usage based. AI enhancement, using AI to automate the manual work and speed, making it faster than existing solutions. So your position and you complete the system, your app is like existing solution, but your key improvement. So, for example, Canva is like Adobe, but instant and no design skills required. And you can have your version. So, when I went through this for the AI Legacy Blueprint Master Calculator app, I was like, I'm on point. I am on point with everything in regards to answering each and every question. So, when I showed up to the summit on the 19th and the 20th, I was already excited because I'm like, how can we get this from A to B? And he kept saying it like the structure, the impact. Distribution is what the problem is. Like in regards to getting in front of other people's audiences, that's one way to do it. Or the other way to do it is have affiliate marketing, which we were going to actually have in regards to ours as well. But that's the piece that people are missing in regards to the app process creation. So when I actually, got involved, got around people like-minded, I'm not the only one in this group talking about being a billionaire. When I first told a couple of people in my family that I was going to be a billionaire, friends and family, I'm not going to lie to you. They were like, Adrian, no, you're not. I'm like, why not? Like, why not? That's what you have to ask yourself when you going through anything. And it's not so I can flaunt. If anybody knows Adrian Mays, I'm single with no children. The legacy that I leave through CCC Because We Care Foundation, helping people is what we do. Unica and I, that's what we do. It's like it's innate, doesn't matter how hard we don't want to. But when I have the financial resources, I can take it to the next level. But now, building apps with AI, God giving me the opportunity to align in engineering as well as my outgoing personality, as well as my persistence to win, all in one place and helping people too. Oh my gosh. It's just amazing what it is. So I'm bringing you all that to say to bring you here. So I invested in Justin in regards to apps built with AI. One of the best decisions that I've ever done because I was at the point seriously where I was losing sleep on trying to get this app out here. I was reaching out to people. I'm looking at my board over here. I was writing down notes. I'm calling. I'm reaching out. I'm texting. I'm like, okay, how can I get this out? I'm starting to get on people's podcasts. I'm talking about it, but I'm so glad God slowed me down because again, He has this amazing process with apps built with AI accelerator. This is not a sales call whatsoever because he doesn't even have this affiliate program yet. Now I know that's coming because he told me it was coming, but he doesn't have an affiliate program yet. But let me just show you this real quick because this is what helped me. I'm not, and I know if it helps me, it's going to help other people. And see, I like to document the journey because you understand where things come from. I am not getting paid for this yet. He has an affiliate program coming, and I will be a part of it. Seriously. So he shows you in regards to you see something, you've seen these ads everywhere, right? Our apps built with AI systems to create and profit from your apps in weeks, not months, right? You've seen these different advertisements, the curriculum, everything that's provided in regards to it. And I was like, I need help. And as soon as I raised my hand to actually get help, and this is a true story, one of the speakers that was in the program with Justin that presented during the summit, I was like, because I don't have any fear. That's one of my strengths sometimes. So I asked him for feedback. Like, give me feedback in regards to this app. And I'm gonna show you what that feedback is. But who Justin Burns is, he literally is built his first app in 11 days, made $3,200 in the first month. He goes through a story. He's like now a millionaire after the heart, the blood, the sweat, and the tears, has several different apps in his training. He or in this workshop that I actually have on my page because I played the replay. It's like 4 hours long, and you can go back to at Adrian Mays. You can watch the replay of the summit a couple of days ago because the reason I'm doing this is because I don't want people to have any questions on how we got here. How did Unica Gaines and Adrian Mays get to billionaire status? And it's going to be so clear because again, I'm being vocal and I'm documenting it along the way. I'm live on Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, Instagram, and you're able to. Now I'm going to show you here on my YouTube page. If you want to go and watch his process or what have you, I did the replay, part 1 and 2, because I knew it was going to be something to this, right? Look, don't you love looking at yourself? Anyway, so at Adrian Mays, you can look at the replay for Justin Burns to watch the workshop that I watched. He dropped so much value in regards to building your process. And then, of course, the queen of AI, I have to always give her what's up because she introduced me to the app building process. So anyway, so I jumped in nervous as heck because again, I am now in the building part. And we're trying to get this app going. We got so many different things invested in time, hours invested. When I tell you all I don't sleep, like it's so frustrating because I'm trying to make myself go to bed around 12. I can't go to sleep at 12. So it's so frustrating because time goes by and you can't do anything about it. So here's the key things that about the one thing about the investment that is the best thing ever is he has something called a blueprint builder. So I went through the blueprint builder, and this blueprint builder is, and I'm not going to because I don't want people to take his ideas and everything. Like I don't know how this works because I don't want to get in trouble. But I'm gonna give you a quick glimpse, and I'm gonna give you feedback from my Google Doc. Quick glimpse of feedback. So, and he has something called the blueprint builder, and the blueprint builder is allows you to go through the whole process that you need in order to be successful if you build an app with AI. And so I took this, it allows you to every step that you're supposed to go through, from setting up the foundation, the 6 questions that you ask, the design specs, the product spec, the pricing framework, the user journey, the market validation, like the competitive edge, the AI prompts to put inside of Lovable or any AI app builder that you're building, the launch process, because again, after I went the whole steps and then the process of testing and to go to the launch process, and then you build a marketplace that's going to have for other contributors or whatever you can market between each other. Now, what I would tell you when I went through this is I was like, okay, I don't want to have to go through all of this over again because we invested money into Lovable. We paid in regard. You got to pay for the credits or what have you. Do I have to start over? So what I did
I went through the whole process. I took AI Legacy Blueprint Master Calculator through every single process of the actual outcome. And it gives you the apps and everything, gives you the steps to what you're going to put into Lovable, the whole 9 yard. And so, what I did after I did all that, I asked ChatGPT directly. I said, Chad, what up, though, Chad? Come on. I need your input in regards to this. I said, do I need to start over? Like, I just want to know directly if I need to start over. I know I need to, connect with Enika, tell her about what's going on. But short and directly, I asked her, do I need to ask ChatGPT, do I need to start over? And he told me, do not start over completely. You should iterate and re-architect the flow, not rebuild the app. Now, your vision, positioning, and core concept are correct. Your issue is execution order and user psychology, not the idea. This is a sequence problem, not a product problem. So when I went through that, I breathed. I was like, "Whew, gosh," because all I'm putting all that together. One thing learning inside of the accelerator with Justin was parts that I did not have. For example, a product spec, what the app does, clearly laid out with a product build brief that you provide to Lovable, so it has clarity in regards to what exactly you're building. One thing that I can stand it, that stands out is, with the good thing about AI is it makes you feel good that you're doing great. But the bad thing is about AI is AI doesn't know what you're doing. You know what you're doing, but if you don't communicate, that's why prompt engineering is so key. If you don't talk to the AI the right way, he's gonna give you a slap on the butt and tell you you're doing a great job. That's the crazy thing about AI. So with the product spec sheet, that's something that you learn to build. But it provides it to you in seconds with his framework, with Justin's framework, what this app does, the problem that it's solving, the target user now is very clear on the content that I need to create after we get this app going with Unica Gaines as well as with Adrian Mays. Our target user is the self-employed and professional or a W-2 employee with a significant side business, typically earning between $75,000 and $250,000 annually. They are proactive individuals who file their taxes annually and are actively seeking to optimize their financial situation. Their primary pain points include uncertainty about tax deductions, business expenses, write-offs, and how various financial decisions. They desire a single, intelligent, and independent tool to gain clarity and confidently navigate their financial life without relying solely on expensive advisors. I'm gonna pause right there because, again, you know what I'm saying? So it was not. You know how they say you have to have a target audience, and even when they say you have to be specific in your niche, we work with entrepreneurs. We work with, like in the tax business, we work with W-2 workers. We work with self-employed. We work with people that are starting up. We work with them all. But how you get a target audience into financial education that no one talks about, right? It's so easy for you to say everybody. But do you see how that kind of it brought everything together, right, and narrowed it in? The target audience. Did you hear what I said? So in regards to just having that clarity of what you're building and what you're doing. And then the core features, that's the one thing, have 3 to 5 features. Has the core features that we want to break down and the pages to build. Did not do this correctly. And so the admin panel, the design template, it provides the typography, the style, the first task, what not to do. And the other key thing, because I was listening to, you got to listen to your feedback. So in looking at the feedback that we received, I wrote down. Jason gave me some feedback for your butt. Jason is actually billionaire, not sure which one he's at, but amazing. Jason Long, I reached out to him, like I said, after being introduced to him on the summit, and Jason Long provided clear feedback in regards to what needs to be done and changing with his app. I asked him the question: "When you ask, you shall receive." Sometimes, and so he told me, he said he would look at it again. He gave me a long essay of what I need to change. Jason has helped out businesses uh, retrieve $1 million businesses, create, be better with their apps. So when I got this feedback and I reached out in the WhatsApp community, and Justin was like, Adrian, you don't need to keep reaching out to people about your feedback, your app. I was like, I get it now. Like I got the feedback of all feedbacks where I'm good. So he gave me a true response. And what I did was I took that feedback and I put it here into a Google Doc. So the feedback that Justin provided, I had a couple, any feedback that I received in regards to the app, I put into this Google Doc. So I took all this information into the Google Doc, and then I uploaded this information. He told me exactly what I need to change. I uploaded this information into ChatGPT, and then ChatGPT told me, I just took all the user feedback that I had, right? Put it all here. And then ChatGPT told me what I need to correct in order to get this problem situated. I was like, cool. And then so I went back to the WhatsApp group, like, okay, I'm ready to build. And they was like, Adrian, you might want to slow down to Tuesday. It's Tuesday at 7 p.m. We have questions and answers or what have you in regards to our app. I agree. So then the next step, like I said, I asked ChatGPT directly, should I rebuild this app? He told me no, I shouldn't rebuild it. But what you should build and what you should do versus what is intended. He gave it very clear. He said what you intended, a financial operating system, one connected intake, one dashboard that explains everything. What the app currently feels like based on live use and feedback, a collection of calculators, high friction up front, unclear reason for login and security, too many decisions too fast, a call to action that feels like a pitch, not a payoff, app feedback AI legacy blueprint master calculator. So that's the problem. So why you should not start over. Starting over would lose the working user interface, the authority, the routing, and the branding, reset momentum, recreate problems you've already solved, and delay validation. More importantly, your competitive edge is the connected snapshot that already exists conceptually. It just isn't expressed correctly in the flow. I didn't know what I didn't know, right? So then what actually needs to change? Re-architect the first user experience. Critical. And I agree because when you first jump in, it looks overwhelming. Number two, collapse the 15 calculators into one intake. Got it. Understand, too many steps, too much work, no payoff until the end. So fix it by a 1 to 5 to 10 minute guided form. Collect shared data once, auto populate all the calculations, generate the dashboard summary. You're missing this insights. Number three, clarify your security. That was something Jason was so huge on. You are in dangerous middle ground right now. Logins is this, security not explained, data handling is unclear. Option A, recommended keep login. Option B, public demo mode. So we're not going to do that. Replace book a call as the primary outcome. Check, because we don't want to replace this with our time. Like this, the whole goal of the app is not to have people book a call. Our whole goal is to have people take this information and feel so much better about their financial situation and snapshot to be able to keep coming back at least 2 to 3 times a week to consistently grow and build your own individual situation, because each person's situation is different, which means adding momentum. So, like a progress bar, a completion till done. And then final recommendation, very clear, do not rebuild from scratch. Do not add more features. Do not abandon Lovable. And it literally it gives me an updated prompt that I need to actually provide. And I'm going to ask about this tonight when we actually connect at 7 p.m. And, in regards to two things that I did not do that I didn't know to do until, of course, you get help. Number one is gamification, having something gamified in the process. Number two is having a better user experience. Customer support is huge. And I'm so huge on customer support. And it's not about customer support like emails are so it's emails in the list. We know the money is in the list, but email you get so many and things get lost. What Justin does, this WhatsApp group is something that we're going to implement as well, because if you hit me on WhatsApp, I'll respond. So that way you can have somewhere people can actually come and hit you consistently. Building communities, and I get it, but I'm going to work on building a community on WhatsApp because it's number one, is global, it's international. Number two, you're able to get right away, because again, I get WhatsApps on my phone and I respond right quickly. Like, not because I'm looking at my phone all the time, it'll ding and I'm like, okay. So that's the second thing we're going to implement. Number three, something that Justin brought up with two, is for your pay interface is to accept crypto. He said to think forward thinking and to, look at crypto measures in regards to payment. Good idea, right? And so those little small things and adjustments are things that's going to be need in order to take the app to the next level. So again, what the whole key thing is, not only that, is when people reach out to me and say, Adrian, can I get help in regards to building this calculator? This blueprint builder is the amazing. Like, I'm gonna say this screaming from the mountaintops, because it gives you ideas to build. Like, wait, before I even had the nerve to put in the the AI legacy blueprint master calculator, because nobody wants to hear that you have to start over. But before I did this, I actually looked at different options, like a real estate investment simulator, a personalized a personalized wealth journey planner, a AI tax code clarifier, an AI powered estate planning navigator, a FinSight AI tax strategist, a smart expense tracker for freelancers, AI journaling and mood tracking, for mindset. I'm on the billionaire journey. An AI powered meeting summarizer and action item tracker, a meeting AI like automated meeting notes, as well as a voice flow podcast production platform. So I had these ideas, which you can literally go and build this too. But first, we got to build the baby, because I listened to when he had training, he had a Q&A session yesterday. He was like, don't go and build a whole bunch of apps, which I agree with. First, build your first main baby, and then then go out and build all the additional apps or what have you. Get something successful first, and then be able to, take things to the next level. So I say all that to say, for this whole AI legacy app talk live, how this is going to be positioned. And let me walk you through the link of cccelevateyou.com/live. So I spent yesterday actually, because God knows what he's doing. If you just trust him, he'll put you in the right place and have you doing the right things, even though you might not want to. Because I asked right away I want to get the app back out here so I can go back to networking, so I can get things going. But God said, slow down, shorty. I got you. Slow down. I said, okay, I'm gonna slow down, Lord. So when he said that, I built out the clear concept of, if you want to be a speaker, or if you have an app and being able to help people distribute in the distribution process, that's what the live virtual conversations with Adrian Mays is turning into. AI Legacy App Talk Live. It's going to be a clear place for you to be able to come and share your ideas. People building apps with AI who are ready to stop building in silence and start getting users traction and momentum. So it's going to be, if you didn't fail at building your app, you failed at getting anyone to use it. Who did that? Adrian. That's what happened. So most people now build apps with AI, but few know how to launch it, explain it, distribute it, and grow them. So this platform is going to talk about nothing but distribution. I needed to go through this here first episode of letting people know of the journey of how do we get here and where we're going and how we're going to get there. So in regards to this live conversation, is designed for you if you've ever thought, I want to build an app, but I don't know where to start. How do I get users? My app works, but no one knows about it. I built the app with AI. Now what? I don't know how to market or distribute my idea. I shouldn't have to figure out distribution alone. That's when you register and be able to be a part of our live talk community or what have you. Because most people don't fail at building apps with AI. They fail at distribution. That's literally the truth. I went through it. I'm here. The reason, it's the truth. And this isn't about teaching you how to code. So I'm not going to be the one that trains you how to code. And because coding takes time, training and prompt engineering, that takes time. This is about teaching you how to move ideas into the world once the app exists. But I will show you one coding before I close. I will show you this one coding that's amazing on Canva, because if I don't show you, you never know what you don't know. People, I didn't know it was out there. So it's so simple and easy. So here's the story. My business partner, like who I shared with you, Unika Gaines, the Tax Extraordinaire, and I didn't just talk about AI. In November 20th, in November 2025, we attended Alicia Little's AI Marketing Summit, where we were introduced to the no-code app building, then went on to build our first app from scratch using Lovable AI, learning along the way from fragmented tutorials, scattered tools, conflicting advice. And when the app was finally done, that's when the real problem started. No clear marketing plan, no distribution strategy, no idea how to get in front of the right people. Building was the easy part, but distribution was the bottleneck. I won't say easy because it was time consuming. It wasn't easy. So then December 2025, during the Apps Built with AI Summit, we met Justin Burns, who provided honest feedback on our app. He introduced us to an app builder blueprint like no other. So instead of letting that struggle repeat itself for hundreds of builders, we decided to slow down, trust the process, and create something different. Let's stop building in silence. Let's build and launch together. That's how AI Legacy Talk Live was born. So what we're going to talk about here on Tuesdays at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, apps built with AI. We talked about that today. We talked about the web-based app, what worked, what didn't, lessons you actually can use, distribution features, how people find your app, who it's really for, explaining the value in one clear sentence, campaigns that don't feel salesy, simple launch strategies, content angles that convert, beta offers and early traction plays, community first rollouts, affiliate collaboration, builders supporting builders. Affiliate marketing is what you're supposed to do. That's not, because people buy. If you're telling them about it, why not buy from you? It's like a win-win. So for affiliate promotion and distribution without burnout, authentic storytelling. That's why I told my authentic story. So you got that right here. And why you built the app, the problem before the product, turning clarity into confidence, creating a winning mindset, because educating yourself to get stronger in development